Hi brolies, Marvin here from techbroll.com, where we do unboxings, reviews, and sexy b-rolls. And today we're gonna take a look at the 10th-gen Intel Core i7 powered MSI GE76 Raider gaming laptop with the RTX 3080 GPU. It is a decently sized 17-inch laptop that can possibly replace your desktop PC without going over the top in terms of typical gaming laptop bulkiness and gamery aesthetics. Performance-wise, it packs some serious punch with a 10th-gen Intel Core i7-10870H processor with a full 155 watts NVIDIA RTX 3080 that you can actually buy and use right now. The variant that we have here is the GE76 Raider 10UH, which is targeted more towards gamers with a whopping 300Hz refresh rate. In this video, we'll talk about a little bit of everything starting from the unboxing, design, construction, features, and performance. With that being said, let's get into it. Alright, so starting with the packaging, we have a massive black box with an MSI logo at the center. Around the box, we just have some branding and the key specifications right here on the side. Pause this frame so that you can have a better idea of the variant that we have here. Opening the box, the first thing you'll notice is the laptop itself, nicely protected by a substantial amount of foam and an accessory box right here. Inside the box, we have some paperwork, a warranty card, an MSI Reward Program card, a quick start guide, a hotkey recovery guide, and a 2-year warranty service book. Now, inside this accessory box, we have the power cable and the decently sized 280 watts power brick. Lastly, we have the MSI GE76 Raider itself, again, nicely protected by some foam, a plastic cover, and a non-woven fabric as the last piece of protection. Alright, so let's move around and do a quick parts overview so that you can appreciate the design, construction, and features of the Intel-powered MSI GE76 Raider. Looking from the top, as you can tell, the MSI GE76 Raider features a nice and sleek gray colorway instead of the typical black, and I personally prefer this. It looks more premium in my opinion, especially partnered with a good-looking chrome MSI Dragon, and of course the Intel badge in the handrest right here. The matte finish is partnered with a slight glossy finish on the hinge cover, which is a nice touch, and in terms of the overall design, it looks really good, classy, and the oblique angle design gives it that gamery vibe without going over the top with aggressive cutouts and massive construction and form factor. Speaking of construction, the MSI GE76's sexy chassis is made mostly out of hard plastic materials, which may be good or not depending on your preference. Remember, this is a massive 17-inch laptop and it's not thin by any means, and I could just imagine this being heavier with an aluminum construction, especially given its thickness. With that, there's a little bit of flexing here and there, but not entirely bad, I would say. Now, flipping it on the front side, at first, I honestly felt like this design isn't a good idea with this glossy finish. However, as soon as I turned on the laptop, I immediately felt otherwise. Even though the finish is glossy, it is not that visible, as what you will see is a nice and soft RGB illumination that gives the laptop its character without going overboard. It's relatively subtle while being effective in adding that aesthetically pleasing style points, especially partnered with this RGB wallpaper. Moving on, one of the things that I really appreciate with the MSI G76 Raider is the amount of input and output ports. Looking at the left side, we have a Kensington lock slot, a side exhaust, a small LED indicator, a USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type A port, a modern USB 3.2 Gen 2x2 Type C port, the 3.5mm audio combo port, and some side speaker holes. Flipping it on the other side, we have another side exhaust, a USB 3.2 Gen 1 Type A port, an SD card reader, which is a big deal for us content creators, another USB 3.2 Gen 1 Type A port, and another of those side speaker holes. Now, the input and output ports don't end there, because flipping it all over at the back side, we have more. Here we have the mini display port 1.4, a USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type C port that also functions as a display port, an Ethernet port, an HDMI port that supports 4K at 60Hz, and the reversible DC-in power port. We also have 2 exhaust ventilation on both sides for a total of 4 around the laptop. Overall, as you can see, we have an ample amount of input and output ports, including a nifty SD card reader, which makes sense since the form factor of this laptop can easily accommodate that. Alright guys, before we move on to our performance benchmarks, let's check out the display and everything around it. First, in terms of bezels, the top part is relatively thin, with thinner sides but a rather thick bottom bezel as you can see here. We also have the full HD webcam here and the microphone array located on the usual ideal spot at the top center of the bezel. As for the display panel itself, what we have here on this variant is a 17.3-inch 1920 by 1080p Full HD resolution IPS level panel with a 300Hz refresh rate. So as you can tell, this variant is geared more towards gamers rather than creative people. but there is also the top-of-the-line 4K variant. In terms of the quality of the display, the 10th Gen Intel Core i7 and the RTX 3080 GPU really perform pretty great with the 17-inch 1080p display. As per my testing using the Datacolor Spider X Pro calibration tool, it has 99% sRGB coverage, 75% NTSC, 79% Adobe RGB, and 79% P3 color gamut. Colors are pretty good enough for photo and video editing, just for social media and web postings, as well as general media consumption and day-to-day tasks. But the highlight of this display is of course the 300Hz refresh rate for gaming. Speaking of gaming, let's proceed to our performance benchmarks. Now, almost all the tests done here are in extreme performance mode with cooler boost feature enabled for maximum performance unless otherwise specified. Because ideally, we would want to get the most out of this device. In Cinebench R15 and R20, the results pretty much checks out with what I was expecting, especially if you cross-check it with other existing benchmarks around the web. I feel like this variant with an Intel Core i7-10870H is a better option compared to the i9 variant, especially if your focus is more on gaming rather than content creation like rendering and video editing. With that said, it doesn't mean that this variant isn't capable at all of rendering and video editing, as you can see here on our actual Blender render image as well as in Adobe Premiere Pro. Exporting our standard 13.92-minute 4K project took only around 7.6 minutes, which is extremely fast, especially for a portable laptop like this. I think this is the fastest gaming laptop that I was able to try for video exporting, even though this one only has an i7 processor, so that's a good thing. Now, as per my research, it uses a Samsung PM981 2TB Gen 3 NVMe SSD, and as you can see from this Crystal Diskmark benchmark, the storage drive is super fast, allowing me to scrub through my timeline with 4K clips like a champ. There's not much stuttering or delay, making this gaming laptop also viable for productivity. Now, the same can be said with the rest of the 3D Mark Suite benchmarks, pretty much checks out with other results as expected. Now, in terms of gaming, in CSGO, as you can see, we're getting an average FPS of around 340 on low settings, which most of us are probably be using for competitive gaming, but even if you bump all the settings to maximum, we're still hitting that above 300 FPS to take advantage of the 300Hz high refresh rate capability of the MSI GE76 Raider. In Rainbow Six Siege, which is another popular esports FPS game, we're still getting above 300 FPS on low settings, and a decent 270 FPS at max settings. In Valorant, which is a more recent competitive FPS game, we're getting around 207 FPS in low settings and around 157 FPS in max settings. Now, pushing the capability of the MSI GE76 Raider for gaming, we have Cyberpunk 2077, which is quite popular for being a graphics-intensive game, and as expected, even on low settings, we're getting around 138 FPS, and then on both wall settings with Ultra Preset, RTX on with Auto DLSS, we're getting a playable 69 FPS, which is around what I was expecting for a laptop with an RTX 3080 at 1080p resolution. But I must admit that I'm quite surprised with this great performance, with the processor being a one generation behind. Overall, the 10th Gen Intel Core i7-10870H with the RTX 3080 performed fairly well on all our performance tests. With that said, there's no denying that this laptop is one of the fastest gaming laptops out in the market right now because of its powerful processor and graphics card. Moving on in terms of thermals for our CPU benchmarks, using the Extreme Performance preset with Cooler Boost feature enabled, which essentially allows all the fans to run at high speed. For the most part, we've got some pretty decent average temperature ranging from 63 degrees to 85 degrees, though it is also worth noting that it does spike quite a bit around 85 to 96 degrees at max. At idle though, it is pretty cool around 33 to 42 degrees. Now, during gaming, the thermals for the processor are a bit lower, ranging from 61 to 75 degrees at average and spiking around 71 to 96 degrees. As for our RTX 3080 graphics card, well, it is super cool throughout all our testing, averaging only around 38 to 50 degrees with maximum temps around 40 to 71 degrees. No issues here. Now, the caveat here is that remember, these testings are done with the best possible scenario, using the Extreme Performance mode with the Cooler Boost 5 feature enabled, so the laptop is running quite loud to maintain its good performance both in terms of FPS and thermals. Speaking of noise levels, here's a quick sound test comparing different settings and use case scenarios. Moving on to our last couple of tests, and that is power draw and battery life. The MSI GE76 Raider has a 99.9 watt-hour of battery and is powered by a massive 280 watts adapter. Here's how much the Intel Core i7-10870H and the RTX 3080 draws power captured using the Hardware Info 64 application. And now here's an actual test capturing the total power draw of the MSI GE76 Raider in different settings and scenarios using an external wattmeter device. And lastly, in terms of battery life, the MSI GE76 Raider again has a 99.9 watt-hour battery, which I was able to fully charge for about 2.5 hours. Now, as per my testing using the PC Mark 10 battery life benchmark for gaming, we're getting only around 1.5 to 1.95 hours, which is not a lot to be honest, giving us an idea that if you're planning on gaming on this laptop, regardless of what settings you're going to use, you might want to consider plugging in the power brick all the time, which defeats the purpose of having a portable laptop. Of course, we're not going to play games all the time, at least that's what we say to our moms and wives. If you're going to use it for normal tasks, then you could expect this laptop to last around 4 hours or so, which is still pretty short in my opinion. So I guess this leaves us with the conclusion that it is more like a portable desktop replacement rather than an always on-the-go mobile gaming laptop. Alright guys, so to conclude, the MSI GE76 Raider, especially for the variant that we have here, which has an Intel Core i7-10870H and an RTX 80, partnered with a reasonable 1080p resolution and a 300Hz refresh rate panel, is a good option if your primary purpose is for gaming. This laptop features a nice, sleek and modern design with subtle gamery features partnered with some capable hardware inside. There's not much to complain about this laptop other than the plastic build and the quite chunky form factor, especially if you compare it with slimmer and better built, similarly spec gaming laptops out in the market. But performance and feature-wise, this is definitely quite capable for any type of use case scenario. Now, basing from our testings and benchmarks, I'm also confident to say that even though 10th Gen Intel Core processors are a year old now, it can still keep up with the latest RTX GPUs. Alright guys, so to end this video, and for those of you who are interested, the MSI GE76 Raider is priced at around 209,995 pesos and is available at authorized MSI resellers nationwide and of course MSI's official store, link below. And there you have it guys, thank you for watching. Huge thanks to Intel for sending this in. You can get this from the links below. Thank you for watching, subscribe if you like this, and see you next time. Have a great day guys, you're awesome.